Hi, I'm Rachel Sarnoff with EcoStiletto.com, here with Mariel Hemingway. We are here at the book signing for Mariel's Kitchen, her brand new cooking book, which is just on stands now. I love this cover. So pretty.
Yes. Very nice.
It's beautiful. So this is just launching now. So tell me, what was the inspiration?
Incentive? Well, I wrote a book. My last book was called Healthy Living from the Inside Out, which was about home, food, exercise, and silence, and how those four things sort of integrate together to become, so that you can become your most healthy, unique, and individual you.
Right.
My father was brought up in Paris, and Julia Child was my mom and dad's maid of honor. I mean, it was like, and she was sent to Cordon Bleu, and there you go. And so, food was always very important. But what I realized in raising my own family, having two daughters, is that food that comes from love is a different kind of thing. So I wanted to create a cookbook that was about creating ritual back into people's lives. So it's not just a cookbook. It's about how can I show up environmentally? How, by supporting local farmers, by eating seasonally, by, how do I orchestrate my kitchen?
It's obviously there's an environmental focus, but it's like a subtext. You would read it and somebody would say, "Oh, compost."
Well, that's
what's
what
that?
Like
You're not hammering people over the head. You're just saying, "Here's."
Well, I'm not
place.
one to tell people what to do. Nobody likes to be told what to do. I don't like being told what to do. I'll do exactly opposite.
You want to make your own decision.
But you want to say, look, these things are easy, and look, this can happen. Da 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 da. So it's about making quality suggestions for people that actually affect their lives and make you feel better. Because when you start to feel better in your life, then the way you show up in your body is the way you begin to show up in your life.
Right.
And then when you begin to show up in your life and your family, it's the way you begin to show up in your work.
Right.
Because that's not 75% of most of our lives. It's, our work, how we show up. So you really want to be conscious in that place of showing up. But it starts with you.
Right.
So if you don't take care of your health, and what we put into our bodies is exceedingly important to who we are on the outside world. We think of it as like not important, but I say to people, if you can put an Advil in your mouth and 20 minutes later you don't have a headache, why isn't food considered as powerful as that?
Absolutely.
It is.
Have been a vegetarian for off and on, perhaps for years, and there are meat recipes in this book. What was the impetus for not creating a?
Because I didn't. First of all, I wanted this book to go out to a lot of people. I was vegan. I was vegetarian. I'm not any longer. I eat meat, chicken, and fish very infrequently, but I will only eat it if I know that it's grass-fed, if I know, so I'm very particular.
And
I buy locally.
That's your environmental
so my
focus?
incentive is do it less often, but when you do it, make it matter. And make it so that it's humane. I'm a big supporter of farm sanctuary, so for me it's about, you have to be conscious of how you're affecting the world. I don't believe that everybody needs to be vegan or vegetarian, but I think that when you make those choices, they need to be very, very conscious choices. I wanted to create something that was really good for moms, and fast and easy. Because to create ritual, we got to know that we can do it, because most of us have jobs and we're moms. It's not one or the other anymore.
Absolutely.
So I know. So you want to know that you can do it, because you want to give that love, give that ritual into your home, but you don't want to spend 8 hours doing it. I mean, I just, yesterday had a party at my house, and I spent an hour on the food for 15 people.
That's
so
nothing.
It should be, food doesn't have to be complicated to taste good. I just think it's so important to get young people involved in the environment, because that's the key. If you're not passionate about it when you're young, they're the future. I mean, it's so dumb and obvious, but the truth is, if they're not passionate about it, where do we go from here? So it's their future, it's their world. So it's really, really important. So I love that this organization is, kind of hosting this and sponsoring it, because it's beautiful to get young people, because young people can talk to other young people. It's like I get up there and it's like, oh, you're like so annoying, and I don't know who you are because you haven't been to any cool thing that I've ever seen.
So if there's one thing that people can take away from this book, what is it in terms of a change that they can make in their lives that will make their kitchens more healthier, more like Mariel's kitchen?
I would say, just for me, it's not one specific thing. I mean, I say if you want to change your health, I say start with one thing: change your breakfast. Choose a different breakfast, because usually when you change your breakfast, it'll lead you to change something else. You'll go, you know what? I feel better. I have more energy. Maybe I'll eat better at lunch.
Yeah.
So it's a great way to start a health process, because I'm a big believer in don't change everything. Go slow, see how you feel, and see it make a difference in your life. But what I love about this book is that I want people to reintroduce food as something that's really important in our lives. I mean, I jokingly talk about Italy or something like that, and when you go to Europe, there's a sense of food being integral to socializing and creating community.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's really what I want Mariel's Kitchen to be, is like an invitation to be closer to the people that you love, whether friends, family, or whomever. But just to create that ritual around your food is very, very important, and I want Mariel's Kitchen to be that.
I love that. Thank you so much. I'm
Thank you.
totally inspired.
Oh, thank you. It's
Thank
so
you.
fun to be here.
Rachel Sarnoff with ecostiletto.com at Intuition in Los Angeles, California, here with Mariel Hemingway, and we're talking about Mariel's Kitchen. See ya.